Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. This is Peter Drury, and next to me, providing insights, will be Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And now we observe the national anthems.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you could expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements, overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right, and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day.
So that's got things underway. Zinchenko. Nicely weighted ball. Decent chance! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Ukraine with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And it's been taken short. Has to go back here. And the shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And now they can spring out of defence. Malinovsky. Malinovsky! Walsh. Jenner. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. In with the challenge. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Nicely spread.
Dovbyk really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And here's Dovbyk, and it's Zinchenko. Can he finish? So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Yeah, they've got a good grip on this game, now to turn it into a stranglehold.
It says.
Indonesia definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
Malinovsky. 30 minutes gone. High. Jenner. It's a good foot in there. Now there's a fine ball. And he's there to get it away. Ball's gone out of play. Zinchenko. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
It's a promising position. Strauch pinches it off him. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Malinovsky. Good, strong midfield running here. Great ball, and he's in here. And goes for a shot! Jenner. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps.
Please make sure to watch the screen for
any strong opinions on the first half?
It's a bit disappointing the way the team couldn't make the most of what looked like a pretty high-octane start, Peter. But this break should give them enough time to rediscover their focus and intent and start the second half in a similar manner. They have to keep believing.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. And so the action is resumed.
Ukraine have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Zinchenko. Mykolenko. Nil-nil still. It's a game that needs a bit of life injected. Strauch. High. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Ukraine needed that. They really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Mykolenko got a long way forward to join the attack. And he shoots! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
Substitutions taking place.
Corner number 2 then. Indonesia are looking to go forward now. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now this could be... Zinchenko! And he's stuck it away! That could turn out to be a huge, huge goal!
Well, you can see what it means to all of them. A frustrating game, but now they have what they wanted, and they're rightly pumped and ready to go again.
Number 17, Alexander Zinchenko. Substitution for Ukraine, number 7.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides. Ukraine have broken through. It's 1-0.
You have to credit the desire we've just seen here, Peter. The desire to stick to your task and keep on chipping away. Some might have backed off, but not this lot. This is very impressive.
This looks promising. Jenner.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Out towards the flank. Now it's Dovbik. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Good running, strong and purposeful. And that is as far as it goes. Ukraine have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads. Zinchenko claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, this was a result that reflected the difference in team strengths. I mean, you felt that all they had to do was release their power and they were going to steamroll their opposition, which pretty much happened.
Children's announcement.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you can expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements. Overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right, and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day.
There's the whistle, and here we go. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now he's off and running. Well timed, excellent interception. Space for him to turn and look, and he's managed to get free. Tries to think it through. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Diomande and Kessié. Perry. Kessié. Here's Seri. Diomande cuts out the pass. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all.
Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone.
And it's made its way to him. He's found a way through. He'll try from distance!
He almost caught everyone out there the way he just eked out the room to get the shot in.
Kessié. Almost half an hour in now. And he's had it nicked away. And he's been shifted off it. Now, can they get him away? Crosses it in here. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. It's a sweeping cross. And now they can spring out of defence. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. Zaha on a strong run here. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Steaming on goalwards.
Additionnel, 1 minute.
Very nicely done. That's the end of the first 45. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We just lack that telling breakthrough moment. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
So it's simmered along nicely for 45 minutes, but still no goals. It is 0-0 at half-time. And we are back underway. Both sides defensively robust up to now. Now there's a fine ball. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Goalless still, neither side really getting onto the front foot. This looks promising. Oh, that's a key interception. The most accurate pass. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Yes, 0-0 and little promise of a goal due to the shot-shy nature of this contest, but I'm not giving up on it. There's plenty energy on the pitch, not to give up hope just yet.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That's good running with the ball. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
He's in a great position here. Can he find the finish? And the ball's come loose here. This time, surely. Oh, denied brilliantly.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Changement pour la Côte d'Ivoire. Le numéro 14.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Le numéro 10.
That's a decent clearance.
Le numéro 22. Le numéro 9. Le
Seri
numéro 24.
receives it in a wide position. Great vision. And now the breakaway. Extraordinarily, it is still goalless here. This was supposed to be a one-sided game.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps additionnel.
Taken back almost at once. Now that looks a decent ball. 90 minutes done then, but that is not the end of it. Well, still no winner, Jim.
Yeah, neither side has anything to show for some splendid effort, and they certainly aren't showing any signs of easing off, so we remain optimistic.
So here we go then, extra time is coming up.
And if you're just back, well, the action is back underway already.
Shot a goal! Cleared away. Showing good feet. Fofana! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Attention, changement.
Ivory Coast have their second corner now. Albania are looking to go forward now. Nicely weighted ball. And it is half-time in extra time. There are plenty of tired limbs and minds out there. We may be looking at penalties here. Exhaustion, physical and mental. Will we find a winner? Here we go then for the last time. The score's still 0-0. Good ball, good take. Tries a shot! Incredible! Just incredible! A breakthrough! So late in the day! There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
It's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
You felt it was coming. 1-0.
What a great time to score, but it does give the manager a real headache. Does he sit on this lead now, or try and finish it off?
Ivory Coast leading here by this still precarious 1-0 margin. So here comes the substitution.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired...
Shapes to shoot! And it's hit the woodwork and out! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Oh, this is a great position.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
And that's that. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Ivory Coast certainly didn't make things easy on themselves, Peter, but they did well to raise their game.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set.
And this is now today's lineup.
Finland have clearly decided to go 5-4-1 today.
Well, if flexibility doesn't have an influence on this system, we truly are looking at an approach that is quite negative. But at least there is good scope to turn a seemingly deep-lying defence into a more dangerous attacking outfit. This system will allow plenty of attacking numbers without necessarily compromising on that discipline.
Well, we're on the way.
Halim. Lod. And he's had it nicked away. Morales. Ayman. Now this could be a chance.
That was lovely, that.
Clipped into space. Camera. Now it's Pojan Palo. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And he's quick to get rid. Lovely feet. Shot a goal! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Denied by an instinctive save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. Malaysia have the chance to go the other way. Ayman.
Yeah, that works for me. The denial of movement, blunt and brusque.
Malaysia
Couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing.
in with the challenge. Malaysia are very well equipped down the flanks. It is a tried and tested formula.
Well, Peter, that can cause real problems if they're allowed to run riot in those positions, whether through direct running or from deliveries towards the box. It can work.
Lod. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. He's on it. Can he get away? And it's made its way to him. Shoots! And that's another fine save.
Another cracking save from the keeper, Peter. He's playing a blinder.
It's their second corner of the game. And that has been knocked clear. That's gone for a throw-in. Cross into the box, out towards the flank. Kamara. And he will... Shot, surely! Goal, Finland! The first significant strike. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then.
And that is indeed the final act. And it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Finland come in leading by just the odd goal.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football. Plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Finland can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break. And we are back underway. Finland currently ahead by the smallest of margins. Davis. Kuhls. Ayman. He's a sharp little ball here. He won't be happy with that one. This looks promising. Swings in a bullish header! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Alim certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Camara looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Well, he's the quarterback equivalent, so I'm not surprised that he's being closed down first.
Knocks it out wide. He's in a great position. Decent chance! And that is wildly off target.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Number 20.
Finland choosing to make the first change.
Number 19.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's approaching that time where you have to decide whether you stick or twist, Peter. I'm inclined to think the latter, but the boss probably has quite a few things which he has to factor in yet, so let's see.
That's an excellent interception. Finland perhaps contemplating their next change here.
Well, you can only assume that the manager's got those substitutions on his mind.
Shifted it to the flank. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. 1-0 the score.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Nice bit of... Oh, he's having a go! And that is doing no harm at all.
Unsurprisingly, he's been quick to apologise. If you lean backwards, the results are normally high and wide.
Number 17.
Saad.
Substitution in progress.
Line. Finland are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. It's a great gallop down the right-hand side. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Roman Eremenko. I think we're just about done here. Lod. Saad. Morales.
There will be 3 minutes.
Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. And the number on the board is 3. And that will be the final act. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, I'm sure this wasn't in the game plan, the idea of defending a 1-0 lead, Peter, from before the break. But I suppose they were never really in danger, so there was no need to disengage the handbrake in the end.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set.
Well, look, it's going to be a very hard job to make sure that the lone man up front doesn't get isolated.
Well, that is the obvious worry, isn't it?
Yeah, usually managers play a compact midfield when trying not to give away space, but it gives you little scope when trying to create and exploit space yourself.
So emphasis very much on defence.
Absolutely.
Things already rolling. Oh, shooting chance! Goal! And there is your opener. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Cambodia gain their reward with an early goal. And the shot's on here. He has a look. Real chance!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Vietnam are behind here, despite their domination of possession. Shapes to shoot! It's a goal! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
Vietnam restore parity.
There's been a genuine flow to this game so far, but that might mark a major shift in momentum now. If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Driving forward, looking to play him in. Oh, good spread. In towards the back stick. Cambodia are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter.
Can he finish? Backward it goes. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. Chance here to counter. Some good work on the right flank here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Lovely ball and goes for a shot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, that is a fair try. And it's half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. So your views on the first half?
Well, both sides would have expected a closely fought match, and that's pretty much what we've got so far. The early exchanges, I think, in this second half will be worth keeping an eye on to see if any adjustments have been made to change things.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Vietnam clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
That pass isn't the best. Shot could be on. He's having a shot! And he's stuck it away. And again they hit the front. Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Vietnam needing a change of fortune here.
Quality ball. And it's made its way to him. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Takes a shot! Well taken goal. It's level again. What a match we have!
Wow, this is so good. I mean, seriously good. They're putting on quite a show here for us.
His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
Vietnam dragged themselves back again.
Well, that certainly raised the temperature in here, and both sides are looking to up their game accordingly.
And he welcomes it in. And a chance! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Number 9.
So we have movement on both benches.
Number 10. Coming on the field. Number 18. Number 8. Number 11. Substitution in progress.
That's a cute ball. That's good vision. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the...
Big chance! Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
So a bit of a revolving door here. Lots and lots of changes.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
6 added minutes has been indicated.
They get a throw in. And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. So 90 minutes have come and gone. It's going to be extra time. So that was the second half.
Well, I think many on that pitch were ready for the final whistle to come. So let's hope that there's still plenty of energy about.
Coming on the field.
So no winner at full time. We will be going the distance.
Substitution.
Well, we are already up and running again.
Showing good feet. Tries to cross.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And here's the chance to counter. And it's been played through. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Substitution on the field. Number 17. Coming on the field is number 7. Substitution in progress.
Didn't quite work for him. Cambodia making further changes here
taking
and
place.
in quick succession.
There will be 1 minute added time.
So just 15 minutes still to come.
I'm afraid to tell you that we're expecting
Well, no
traffic
question
to
the
be
will
heavy
exists
after the
to try
final
and win it,
whistle today.
but limbs are tired, options are depleted, and time now is short.
The hostilities have already resumed.
This really has been thrilling. Both sides going at it, and now for the final act.
And he's got back.
He's having a hit! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
And he goes cross-field. Two sides absolutely inseparable, and we know what's coming. 90 minutes and then another 30, and Jim, here we are.
It's a big well done to both defences for refusing to buckle under the pressure. Fatigue with focus is not the norm.
So it all comes down to this, the ultimate test of mettle and mentality from the spot. 1-0.
That's the example they will want to follow.
No! Denied remarkably! That is how you answer the call.
Gamesmanship or not, Peter, whatever he did worked a treat.
Up by 2. 2 up!
A great position now, but still work to be done.
Cambodia really cannot miss this. Oh, great save! That is a great save! We're on to number 3 here. Great penalty, outwitted the keeper.
Brilliantly done. Never took his eye off the keeper either. He just has to trust his instincts and pick the right spot.
Yes, that's how you do it.
Yeah, made his mind up very quickly and just didn't waver.
Fingernails disappearing fast all around us. It is down to him now. He's done it! Feel the relief! Vietnam have won it by the barest of margins. Two sides more or less inseparable until the final kick of the ball from the spot. So, Jim, quite a game, decided in the end in the only way it could have been.
Vietnam definitely had to take the scenic route, but I don't think
Fellow
they'll be
attendees,
complaining
this
too much.
is a
Their sense of
children's
purpose and
announcement.
overall...
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Begley.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. So we're very much on the way now. Closing in shapes to shoot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. And he's forced to go back. Looking for options for movement. It's a goal kick. Egypt are enjoying the lion's share of possession, but nothing yet to show for it. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Lebanon do have a chance to counter here. Boys bustling through here. That's a little off target. He's in a great position here. Tries a shot! And needless to say, that deserved better.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Tries one from range. Egypt with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Oh, great leap!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Wasn't easy on the eye, but it's done its job. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well, goes for a shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Corner number 2 then. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, that's a key interception. Chooses to go crossfield. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Good running, strong and purposeful. And the referee says that is that for the first half. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. Some first half thoughts?
Well, I have to say, I think it's a good performance, but it's clear that they need a little more energy and more precision up top. They proved they can create chances. Now they need to start putting them away. That's the next step.
So we are where we began. The scoreline remains 0-0 at the break. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Egypt have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
0-0 still. It's a game that needs a bit of life injected. No, that's been intercepted. That's a throw.
It's going to be another throw. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Gets a good foot in there.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Oh, that's well spotted. Chance here to counter. Egypt have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra...
Oh, he's been caught napping! He's having a shot! Passes coming off in quick succession here. And he skips past his man. Shoots! But he's left disappointed.
Yeah, we can't fault him for the attempt, although it might have been a case of momentary tunnel vision there.
Number 11, number 9, number 13, coming on the field, number 22, Omar Mamouche. Number 21, number 12, substitution.
Well, they've got one eye on the clock, but the balancing act is very fine at this stage. Go for it, and it could backfire. Sit back, and it may be at a price. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Well, now it's a race for the ball.
2 added
That
minutes
should
has
get the
been
job
indicated.
done. Just eases him off the ball. And the shot! He lifts the roof! A breakthrough! So late in the day! Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Egypt now. And time is up. Egypt have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win, however you look at it. Mamouche taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. So there we have it, Jim. A game seemingly destined for stalemate, but then the ultimate smash and grab.
Well, I thought only one team could win this, certainly in the last few minutes, Peter. They didn't...
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So, Jim, this feels like a lineup designed to counter threats out wide, is that it?
Yeah, you will in theory have the numerical advantage, Peter, on the wings. So it's going to be a bit of a challenge for the opposition to try to get past you. On the other hand, you're essentially inviting your opponents up the field. It's going to be a fine balancing act between letting your opponents have the ball and looking for opportunities to counter. But it can work really well.
Things already rolling. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Jovetic. Ajic. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Stevan Jovetic. I think he could be the key in this game.
He's having a hit! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Uzbekistan yet to have an attempt on goal. And it's made its way to him. Oh, can he get onto this? And that's been won straight back. Nice looking ball. Good ball. Real chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back. No, just not quite. That's a decent clearance. Uzbekistan are looking to go forward now. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Jovetic. Lovely pass, but can he get there? No, not quite on the same wavelength. Chance here to counter. Shomurodov! It's a decent watch, a frantic watch. It is half-time.
So a fascinating half, full of talking points, not least that last very, very late one.
So very little to report. Nothing indeed in terms of goals scored.
Yeah, 0-0, but definitely not from the want of trying. There's been plenty of industry and hard work, as well as some good defending, so I wouldn't be too dismissive just yet.
So at the halfway stage, we still have deadlock, the score 0-0. And so the action is resumed. Both sides defensively robust up to now. Well, into the second half, and it's still goalless. The referee's awarded a free kick.
It is a fair distance from goal. I'm not sure if he'll have a go.
No, not quite. And still, we await the first breakthrough. Oh, he's having a go! And the ball's come loose here.
The attendance for this match was 80,953.
Uzbekistan have kept their powder dry on the... Goes for a shot! And that's another fine save.
Another cracking save from the keeper, Peter. He's playing a blinder.
Montenegro choosing to make the first change.
Yeah, it was pretty clear the manager's not been getting what he wants out of his players, so a substitution was going to come. I think it could have been sooner.
Space for him to turn and look. Can he get on the end? He's had a shot! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Shomurodov deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Is number 21.
Cleared away.
Substitution in progress.
Takes a shot! Played with speed from back to front. Oh, that's well spotted.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be. They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Masharipov. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Nicely weighted ball. That looks a cracking ball. Shoots! Oh, wow, that's crazy! Has he won it? He just might have won it! He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Well, was there ever any doubt? It made it look like he's done it over and over and over again, and he has.
Uzbekistan have turned to their bench, and we're going to have a substitution.
Well, for me, this was...
And the referee brings it to a close. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable sometimes. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Engages and forces him off the ball. This looks promising. Over to the right flank. That's very neat. Good running, strong and purposeful. Elects to cross. Cleared away. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's in a... Can he finish? He's delivered all right! That is a super smooth goal. Beautiful manoeuvring of the ball and splendid authority in the finish.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
He won't be happy with that one. Venezuela already with the upper hand and looking to turn it into something close to dominance.
No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery.
Some good work on the right flank here. And it's been played through. That's the keeper's ball. Honduras are very well equipped down the flanks. It is a tried and tested formula.
Well, Peter, that can cause real problems if they're allowed to run riot in those positions, whether through direct running or from deliveries towards the box. It can work.
Threads one in. Nice control. Well, that is one way to stop him. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Oh, that's a key interception.
Se agregará un minuto al tiempo reglamentario.
Looking for the run.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Not a hint of a big chance! And that is well cleared. Oh, that is a fair try. And it's half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Venezuela leading by one at the break.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game as well as intent, but I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Venezuela just about ahead, 1-0 at the break. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out, see if you can open them up a bit more.
Out for a throw. Tries to pass it through. Played into the box.
That's good defensive concentration.
They've played it short. In with the challenge.
Venezuela have the chance to go the other way. He's in plenty of space here. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Aims beyond the defence. That is lovely. And it's made its way to him. And the shot! And that's a tiny finish. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Venezuela are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Venezuela are... Oh, he's been caught napping! And in towering header!
Oh, should really have made more of that.
I think we can expect a few more of those now. Better timing was all that was required.
Venezuela.
Disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Ahead by 2 and just about into the home straight.
Can he get onto this?
Honduras truly seem to be at loggerheads in trying to sort this out. Is it the passing or the movement that's the problem? I think both.
He has found a way through. Not the most accurate pass. The two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Número 23, Salomón Rondón. Número 14, se va a realizar un cambio. Se van a jugar 4 minutos de
extra minutes added on. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Chance, surely! And that is doing no harm at all. That's that, the end. And so they have the outcome they desire. A dose of reality and quality, absolute togetherness, and the job is done. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.